Hello, this is Dark Manji, and welcome for another game review. This time I will be reviewing Joe and Mac 2 Lost in the Tropics, which the PAL version is Joe and Mac 3. Apparently this is the third game, but in the States it's the second game. The real second game is actually Congo's Caper, so I don't know. And I don't care. But anyways, the story involves this asshole right here named Gook, or whatever his name is. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but he basically sneaks into the village and steals the crown from the village chief. And you see like a cutscene. It kind of seemed a bit easy, I guess. So anyways, he steals it, and it's your job to take the crown back. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Very simple story. And you play as either Joe or Mac. When you play one player, it's Joe. And it's a co-op game, so I don't have anyone to play with. But yeah, that's essentially the game. So like I said earlier, you play as one of the characters. It's basically an action platformer. You attack enemies with your hammer. And sometimes when you eat food, you actually shoot out bones out of your mouth. So it's pretty cool. But you gotta watch out for some traps and incoming enemies. Also, there is an upgrade in the game where you pick up the hammer and you actually shoot projectiles. Like, look, he's about to do it right now. You see? Like, he's shooting projectiles. And that is kind of useful. So, but if you lose a life, you lose the ability to shoot projectiles. Meat, basically, if you get a big chunk of meat like that, you pretty much get 2 health. If you get like a small little whole chicken, you get 1 health. So that's pretty cool that you find some meat. But you gotta make sure that you actually pick up the meat if you hit it from the enemy, because if you don't, not even joking, for like a second it would only appear and disappear. It's ridiculous. So you get like a variety of enemies. You fight against pterodactyls, bugs, and small dinosaurs or whatever. But like the most annoying enemies are the cavemen. Like they will attack you, and out of nowhere, like pretty much they would just run away like a bunch of bitches. Like I don't know what's with this game and cavemen. Like I guess they're a bunch of bitch ass cavemen. Like even my character sounds like a bitch when he gets damaged. If you listened. Yeah, you hear that? He sounds like a bitch. My main complaint about this game is the fact that you're in the middle of the screen, so you won't have enough time to actually dodge or attack enemies. So, like, I don't know, or just some random shit like these stupid ass mice come out of nowhere and you die. It's ridiculous. Alright, there you go. I'm just shooting, just trying to be careful. Just jump. Hopefully there's no random enemies coming out of nowhere. Alright, just gotta go ahead, jump the other platform so I don't get damaged. Alright, cool. What the fuck? And the worst thing about this game is the level, the ice level. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's swarming with like annoying enemies like cavemen and the mice that come out of nowhere. And the fact that you're in the middle of the screen, it's pretty hard to avoid projectiles. Like, look at this. You got these bouncing fucking shells with spikes that could actually attack you. It's kind of hard to avoid them. And then there's cavemen on top of that just come out of nowhere. And you barely have the time to avoid. The other thing I forgot to mention is that when you pass by the stones, it's basically a checkpoint. So when you die, you can actually spawn back there. There is an interesting mechanic where you can ride the dinosaurs, but it's short-lived because the levels are short. Like the sections that you ride them, they're very short, and when they get hit once, they're dead. It's not like Super Mario World where you ride a Yoshi, it gets hit, it runs away, and you can get it. No. When you ride your dinosaur, it will die, and that's it. I think the best part about this game are the boss fights. Like, you basically fight against 5 different dinosaurs, and it's pretty fun. And they have a certain pattern to them too, so as long as you just dodge them and all that, you should be fine. The T-Rex boss fight is pretty easy. You could just crouch and just hit him. Sometimes even jump over the molten rock that he spits out of his nostrils. But he's probably the easiest of them all. There's also an overworld where you essentially just walk to any level, like as long as they have those gates with a skull on it. You can also walk in the village just to get some food if you're low on health. So in the village, you could go in there and you do multiple things. I usually go here to get some food and... What? I can't eat any food? What the hell? Yeah, so apparently you can't get any food because this dude is attacking the village. Like, you already have the crown. Why are you coming back attacking the village? Like, what's the whole point? Just to be an asshole? Oh yeah, and when you die, he just insults you. Bag of dicks. So after you beat this asshole, he says that you'll never take the crown, leaves like a little bitch. And you collect the 7 Chaos Emeralds. You gather them together and you create the Mario Kart Rainbow Bridge that will cross you to that island where you have to fight all the motherfucking bosses again. Not even joking. Yeah, you have to fight the bosses back to back to back. Like, it's kind of annoying, but whatever. You beat them and then you fight this dude again. Jesus Christ. So after you beat him, he takes the crown and essentially becomes an abomination. And I have a question, right? So why wasn't the village secured? If they had an artifact that had special powers, wouldn't they think they have more security? But whatever. The second time you fight him, it's not really that hard, but it's actually still challenging. So finally, after you beat this asshole, he just disintegrates. Like, Jesus Christ, but thank God. And you finally took the crown. Yeah, that's right, I got it. And you go back to the village chief, and he congratulates you. I don't even know where the hell Mac was at. Like, what the hell, dude? You didn't help me at all? Dick. There is an alternate ending where you get married, but it's kind of a hassle, and you gotta do a lot of stuff to pull that off. It's not really worth it for a game this short. So at the end of the day, do I recommend this game? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fun, and it's a pretty short game, but you're better off, I mean, I'd play it, to be honest, if you have time to spare, but I would actually just rather play something like Super Mario World instead, or some other or Sonic the Hedgehog, but I'd give this game a try if you're curious, because this is a pretty fun game. You could get this at the Super Nintendo online service if you have a membership. So, but yeah, just give it a try if you want. It's up to you. But yeah, just hit like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy my video. Peace.